With missing video days because of traveling to the horse show with Hank, and then the other Monday when I hauled the horse to the vet, I missed some video days. So I've got some horses here like her that has actually been here about 2 weeks, and this is the first video I've gotten of her. So this is Starla. She is a 3-year-old mare, and I'm not sure how much riding time she had on her before she came, but she seems to be pretty well started. She didn't have any buck when she came, and what I am working on is some body control. Whatever direction the owner wants to take her in, whether it's towards ranch, timed events, pleasure, roping, anything, the first thing you need is body control. So I got on her, I walked these few circles. I'm using my body to ride forward, asking her to go forward. She's kind of looking around just a little bit. Every time she looks around, I just point her nose. I'm not going to make a big deal about it. I'm not going to fuss at her really hard. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of inside rein, inside leg, ask her to push her shoulders over. Leg yield out a little bit resistant there. It's going to get better when I get her attention. Let's do that again. A little bit of leg. Good, that was better. I took a little bit of contact with her face just to kind of slow down her forward. By slowing down her forward, I was able to get a little bit more lateral movement. Ask for that again. Good. I added a little bit of, when I applied my leg contact, she dropped her pole a little bit, broke at the pole, brought her nose in. That's all stuff that I want. That's the kind of stuff we've been working on. Lift the shoulders, round the back, use the back end correctly. Got a really nice trot. Let's ask for a little bit of counter bend now. I'll stay walking my left circle, use a little bit of right rein, right leg. Oh, kind of pushing it, there we go. Kind of pushing into my hand just a little bit. If you're working this with your horse and they do that, if they push into your hand, just kind of hold your pressure, relax, and give them a chance to just relax and soften. If they push into your pressure and you pull really hard, you're just going to build that resistance and make that resistance worse. There we go, nice. Now let's go the other way. But if you just kind of soften your hand, soften your body, relax, and that encourages them to relax, then you're not going to escalate the resistance. Just about any resistance a horse has, you can escalate that resistance or you can de-escalate that resistance. And how you handle that is going to determine whether you're escalating or de-escalating. When I was a younger trainer, every time I met resistance, I would always kind of get harder, pull harder, and then I realized that I was just escalating that resistance. I was just making it worse. When I learned how to just kind of soften and relax, I learned how to de-escalate that resistance. Makes it a lot easier to work. My mission for my training program is to try to make every horse as good as they can be. What I have learned in training those higher level horses as a training program that I put together for the rest of these horses. If you want to talk to me about sending a horse to me for training, whatever breed it is, send me a message and we'll talk about it. Cows are walking in. I'm going to step over to the side a minute. I don't think I've ridden her in here before when the cows were coming in. We'll see. Ask her to bend to the left, move off my left leg. That was nice. This is a pretty tall horse. I haven't measured her. She's probably over 15 hands. Just wait for the cows to come in and then I'll trot her around a little bit. We'll go stand in this corner and See what she does when the cows come in. There, she sees them. She's trying to go to them. It's funny. She wants to go to them, make a move. We'll go see if we can shut this gate off horseback. Right here. She's ready to walk in there with them. She ain't afraid of them for sure. I believe they told me she had been out with them at some point. Not really wanting to let me get in a good position to shut the gate. Try it again. There we go. All right, see how she's got her her attention is not on me. I'm gonna trot her around just a little bit, redirect her attention. Let's see how that goes. She has a really slow, easy trot. I'm gonna push that out just a little bit, so that it feels a little bit more like work. So as I'm trotting around, I'm going to pay attention to her ears. I'm going to every time an ear stays off of me for more than a few seconds, I'm going to change directions. Really want to encourage those ears to come back to me. She feels like a little more hoarse today than what she has been. It is Monday. Today is Labor Day that we're recording this. She was turned out over the weekend, but she wasn't ridden. Now she's starting to relax a little bit. Steer to the left. Steer to the right. So as I'm moving her around, I'm paying really close attention to her rhythm and her footfall. I released a video, actually I think it's coming out today, or will be out today, Monday, Labor Day, with the horse that was pretty heavy on its front end, particularly the front left. And I talked about softening that and getting the horse to move better once I got the weight off of that left shoulder. So in general, just about all horses, pretty much all horses, I want the horse to collect and round up off my hands, round their back, and engage their back end. It's just a matter of teaching the horse to use its body correctly for just about any job you're going to ask the horse to do. So as I'm trotting her around, steering left, steering right, I'm feeling what she's doing with her shoulders, whether they fall out, they fall in, and what right there, they just fell to the left. Whatever direction they fall in, I'm going to use my legs and my hands to move the shoulders where they should be. Right there, left rein, left leg, because her shoulders fell to the left. I'm not going to hold her shoulders, hold her body in place like you would for dressage. I am going to let her body go where she wants it to go, and then when it's not where it needs to be, then I'll move it, I'll fix it, I'll round it up, and then I'll get soft again. That is going to teach her to support her body herself, be responsible for her body, and I won't have to hold it in position all the time. A little bit of leg there. She lost a little bit of forward. Locked on the bug there. Let's change directions. Change directions again. When a horse loses its attention, or you lose a horse's attention, and it bounces around to whatever, it don't really matter what it is. The worst thing you can do is start fussing at the horse, bumping on the face, pay attention to me, don't look over there. You don't ever want to do that. You always want to just refocus the horse's attention. She looked over there, let's steer over here. That's all I'm going to do. You don't ever have to fuss at a horse. You should never fuss at a horse for doing something besides what you wanted the horse to do. If the horse did something you didn't want it to do, just show it what you do want. It's really all it takes. Refocus the horse's attention. I try to not ever tell a horse, no, don't do that. What I'll do is I'll tell the horse, let's do this instead. Looking off to the left. I've had much better rides on her since she's been here. I think today being Monday, and she just got her attention on other stuff. This is a really nice horse. Well, let's see what we got for a backup. I'm just riding her in the plain smooth mouth D-ring snaffle. Nothing special about it. Let's get over here and we'll see if we can get her to back up. So for the backup, what I want to do is take the slack out of the reins, give her a squeeze with my legs, and then I will add spur, lift her back if I need to. There, I'm adding a little spur, see her head go down. She wants to go forward, but I'm going to hold what I got until I get that step back and release. I'll stop the forward. When I ask with my legs and I ask the horse to lift, legs does not mean go forward. Legs always means move. It might mean move forward, it might mean move left, might mean move right. It just means move. So when I squeeze her with my legs and I set a stop with my hands that don't allow her to go forward, then the place to move should be back. By doing it this way, I'm not pulling her back, by not doing that, by not pulling, she's going to step better, and she's going to learn to use her back end when she stops there, or when she backs rather, much better. Don't want to go right back forward. Let's do it again. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, we're not going forward. I don't want to get in a tug of war with her wanting to go forward and me just pulling back. That's not going to end well. That's basically saying, don't do this, don't go forward, like I was saying a minute ago. She's watching Amari and Bob over there. There we go. Good girl. So if she keeps walking forward, what I'll do is ask her to go forward into a circle. I'm not going to say, no, don't go forward, but I'm going to say, let's go over here. Let's ask for a backup again. Something else got her attention out there. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. I think I'm going to quit on that for her today. This was not one of her better days, but she never did anything too terribly bad. I just know she could be better. So this is Starla. I'll put a link up here to her playlist. This is the first video of her though. Until next time, thank you for watching. I want to thank everybody for supporting me on Patreon. That's where I usually post some of the more detailed training videos. There's 3 levels, $5, $25, $75. $5 level, you get access to all those detailed training videos. $25 level, you get access to all the videos, plus you get 20% discount on video lessons, and you're entered for a drawing for a giveaway that I do once a month. $75 level, you get all of that, plus you get a free video lesson a month. I'll get thousands of questions a day. There's no way I can answer them all, but I answer Patreon questions every day. Patreon, Tim Anderson Horse Training. I appreciate everybody for supporting me there.